Welcome back to March to Orbit. It is the 26th of March. We are approaching the end time of the series, and potentially we might actually end the series before the end of March, because if we fail at our missions in the next few days on here, we'll be bankrupt and we ain't going any much further. So yeah, we're on one of those points where it would be a good idea if we actually had a success at this point. I think we've thrown the eggs in the basket, sort of thing. I think probably needed to spend money earlier on. I think we need to rush the program a little bit. I think me being a bit lackadaisical and just taking my time with it was probably actually a negative. I think I don't know. I think the balance with a hard mode game is a little different, and yeah, I probably should have done a trial run first. But anyway, we're going to walk forward. We have the aim right now of we have to impact the moon or fly by the moon in the next 3 months. I think that's what we're looking at. So have we got the contract to have a look at? Where's my thing gone? We don't have Kerbal alarm clock. We're using the stock one. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's killing me. I should really have put the Kerbal alarm clock on, because it does me every time. Luna 2 is out of electric charge. I didn't even realize Luna 2 was flying. Please tell me that we don't actually have something in orbit that I've not done something with. Right. Let's have a look. Luna 2 orbiting the Earth. Oh, that's just doing that. Okay, that's fine. That's not to worry about. What we complain about. Where we are. Click on that. No, not like that. This thing. I don't care. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. I don't need it. Right. Let's go back to the main screen. Yeah, so this episode is hopefully going to be our impact in the moon. I think we could get away with just a flyby. But I actually need, and I'm going to write this down, and thank you very much, Gene. We actually need, let's just have a look. Flyby, I need to be within 5,000 kilometers. That's how close we need. And we need to have electric charge on board. And we need to transmit science. So that's what we need to do. We've got to transmit science from around the moon. We've got to get below that. We've got to have charge on board. Okay. I think we know what we're doing. I'm concerned that we can't transmit the science, but we'll get to that when we come to it. We should have just the standard things on board. Right, we're going to rush through this. Tech-wise, we have these techs going. They're going to be going for a while. The avionics and probes may come into effect later, but we'll see. This is going to be a tight one, though. Actually, when is the deadline on that? I've just realised we might actually not even have a chance. 3rd of the 1st. Okay, so we have literally got days to do this. Yeah, it's going to be Christmas Day rollout. And then, depending upon how long that takes... Oh, I think we failed it. I think we've actually failed it. I think we have. Have we? No. I was looking at the wrong thing. Oh, we're in November. It's okay. Right, okay, that's fine. It's okay. Right, so we have chance to do that, but this is going to be the one. So, we're going to launch this. We've got about 16 and a half minutes of this episode to go. I've obviously wasted 3.5 minutes worrying about things. Right, let's launch this. All right, here we are on the launch pad, and yeah, this is the big one. This is if this goes wrong, we go home. We have to do something. I have to decide what I'm going to do with the series, whether I continue it or whether I don't know how I would continue it, because I think we'd be bankrupt. I've just been doing the maths in my head, and I don't think we've got time to wheel the craft back. I'm just warping towards the correct inclination right now. I don't think we have the time to warp this craft back, to roll it back if we have an engine problem. Mainly because it would take about 9 days. It took about 9 days to wheel this out. It would take about 9 days to wheel it back. Then we have to wheel it out again, so that's 18 to 19 days, because it's actually more than 9 days. So we're looking towards potentially 20 days. Then it's going to be at least a 4-day transit to the moon. That's 24 days. But we may need a day just doing this. In fact, we may have used a day up doing this just now. We've gone through 1 day cycle already. So I think we would be within the minutes. We would be counting the minutes down if we have to roll this thing back, and that is a concern to me, a big concern. So let's see how it goes. Right, we're going to roll this to 90 is good. We'll get the thrust on to maximum. That is set. Everything is good. Right, now, let's just fire the engines and see. Our good lights. Go. Go, 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 go. Right. Okay, that's a good light. Now, the thing about this craft is I think it's got much more thrust than it actually needs. I think it's got much more delta V than it probably needs. I think we just need to be aware of that. This stage is the bit that I'm concerned about. I'm actually really concerned about the decoupling of these, but these boosters to start with are the concern. They do worry me. I'm probably going to hold it more vertical than I normally would, as I'm going to try and keep it on its sort of prograde marker. I can actually be a bit more vicious because these have got gimbal, but when those boosters die out, I need it to be pretty much on its prograde marker because I need to get through the air without it flipping out or anything. Right, so we're about to go through that phase now where I don't want to put too much on it. Our altitude's going to climb really badly. Right, get rid of those. Okay, we're good. So next step is I need to just roll this over carefully. Roll it over ever so carefully. I don't want my altitude to go too high, but I also don't want to lose control of this thing. We're in the thinner stuff now, so I'm okay just giving it a bit of a push. We're going to take it down to 10, I think. In fact, I could actually just go full bore straight flat on it, but I don't mind this climbing to about 200. 200, I think, is a nice altitude for us to be aiming at. I'll have to have a think about that, actually. It's, oh God. 200, yeah, I think we're aiming for 200, so let's just aim for 200. Let's go with that. We have a lot of delta V actually on this thing looking at, so we're gonna probably have, in fact, I want to put a bit of a tilt on this. Yeah, we're gonna keep it about 45 degrees. I just want to keep that rising a little bit to sort of push our apoapsis forward a bit. You see we're holding our apoapsis right now, which is fine. It'll start climbing a little bit, and this will go to there, and then we'll just I'm going to put it on 0. This final burnout, this last 25 seconds, are really going to give us a push. We should have a lot of delta V left in this second stage when we've finished getting into orbit. So we could actually refine that down a bit, but I think we're going to have a lot of delta V left just because we've over provisioned. Because those boosters, they're just you know, I'm in my head, I'm thinking, you know what, we're going to have a problem with one of them at some point. We didn't, amazingly, so that's interesting. And then we get rid of that, and then I'm going to go fairing sep as well. That's good. I could have got the fairings away earlier, but while under full massive thrust from that engine, there's always a risk they come back and hit you. Right. So now we're just on the waiting game. So we're gonna. Oh no, I can't do that. Almost in the old days, that would have cut your engine. That would actually cut your engine in the olden days, which would be an absolute nightmare. Right. We're gonna go up. I think what I might do is, if we make it to orbit, I might just pause the game so I can have a walk around before we do the next bit, because I am a little bit on edge about this. In fact, I'm a lot on edge. Let me be honest with you. I have run the numbers. I have looked at all the things, and I know that if this flight fails, this series ends. So if the episode ends in less than 15 minutes, it's all gone horribly wrong. Pretty much so. Yeah, I think is what's going to happen. We'll see. So let's have a look. How are we doing? I'm a little high, but that's not a problem. It's not a problem. We're just going to let it go. We're going to let it go. I don't mind actually the degree of circularity of the orbit. Actually, I'm not massively concerned about it. I know I should be. I should probably be really concerned about it actually, but we've got so much delta V on this stage. It's not a problem. We only need about 1,000 more delta V to get into orbit, and we've got 3,000. So. We could do a lot of stuff with this. Are we going down? We're going down. So what we could do is we could do a bit of this. Pull this up, and get a bit of time on. There we go. Just a bit of that, bit of this, bit of that. We got a bit of positive thrust away. There we go. And then we just put it under 0 again. And now we're back on the ball, as it were. That is, I should not be doing that with this craft. I should be much more sensible with it. Right, we're ready. We're going to be cutting the engines as soon as we get to orbit. So I'm going to put this to there. Right, we're coming in, and what I might do is also dump the fuel once we get up there, because that's just going to cause weight issues for things. So we're up and kill it. There we go. Right, done. We've got about 9 minutes. Right, so first things first, what do I want to do? Well, let's have a look. I want to empty some tanks, actually. Ship manifest. That's nice. Yeah, we'll dump that. So what do I want to do? I want to dump my kerosene, I think. This is kerosene, isn't it? Yeah, it's kerosene liquid oxygen. So we're going to dump the liquid oxygen. We're going to dump the kerosene because we don't need it. And that's actually going to make it the craft less nimble because of that. Right. Next. We've got our target. We're going to intercept with a Hoffman transfer. That's what we're going to go for because I want to hit it. That's the aim. And what I'm actually going to do is then I'm going to modify that. I'm going to make it a bit less, shall we say, aggressive. Hello, give me my node. Thank you. It's on the other side of the planet, isn't it? Is there any stations nearby? We're going to have to go around again. Yeah, I think we're probably going to miss. We're probably going to miss the first pass, aren't we? Well, let's do this anyway. So what I'm going to do is pull this back by like 3 meters per second because we've got the RCS on it. So I want it to kill it before that in reality, and then we can thrust towards. Right. So let's go to warp to it. Here we go. Now the big thing is I can't actually get the rendezvous planner to the maneuver planner to do a lot of this for me because I'm going to have to set a spin up. We have to set a spin up when we're doing this. We can't not do that. Right, here we go. So we're gonna go onto the node now. There we go. We're gonna come to here. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna turn the RCS on. So now this is gonna put itself on the node. We've got signal currently. That's interesting. Okay, I didn't think we would have. We may be just really lucky in our position. Maybe we're high enough that we're getting something. Maybe that's got a transmitter on it or something that's really lucky for me. Right. We're going to run round. We've got 7 minutes. Okay, here we go. Now, there's a few things we need to remember to do. We need to set the roll up and we need to execute. Right, there we go. Right, now we're going to set a roll up. And I've lost signal. We've lost signal. Oh, that's annoying. Right, we're going to cancel that. We can't cancel it actually. We're going to remove the node. Right. Okay, we're then gonna warp forward because we're gonna have to wait for the next cycle. Right, there we go. At least we're roughly in the right place now. We're gonna create the. We're gonna intercept with the Hoffman transfer again. We're gonna come back here. We're gonna go like this, and we're going to set focus view. There we go. Right, we're gonna do what we did before. We're gonna actually pull this back a little bit. You see, so that when we actually, if we stop here, we know we can thrust about 2 meters per second, something like that. We can actually have a look. It doesn't say, a few meters per second, and it'll take us into the moon. Because we know we've got that final adjusting RCS on, and so that's what I'm going to go for. Right, let's warp you towards. We should be okay for battery. It is eating the battery. Oh, it is eating the battery. We should be okay. We're on node. Yep, we're on the node. So what we're going to do is I will execute the node. I'll start the roll, I think. Yeah, we'll execute the node. Start the roll. It's gonna force that. It's gonna get it really close. It's gonna go past it. I'm gonna start the roll. It's then gonna ignite the engine. Probably now would be a good idea. There we go. I'm gonna do that. And then we're gonna do that. Why is it not lit? Why is it not lit? That's a bit of a weird one. See, I don't know if it actually has control or not. Is it executing the node, or am I executing the node? Because I started it. That's interesting. I wonder if it's to do with what's in control. You saw there, it actually said that we'd run out of electricity, but we haven't. It was the other thing that ran out of electricity. Right, this could go wrong. This could go wrong because of a maneuver planner glitch. Because it should have been in control there. We're going okay. We're on the node right now. I don't know. I think I have to be ready to kill this at a moment's notice, don't I? Yeah, I think I do. Right, okay. And it's going to be coming in fast. It's going to be coming in really, really fast. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I think I've done it too soon. Right. Let's stage this. And then we're going to try the cheaty method. Right, okay. We are moving in. The RB's empty. Oh, actually, what am I doing? You know what? We can actually lighten this. We can make this better. I don't need that, and I don't need that. Do I want anything else? HTP, I'm using helium as a pressurant, so we're going to keep those. Right, okay. Right, let's get back to the screen. And, okay, how are we doing? We can see it's going up. Now, we set off late. That's one problem. We are not on target entirely. That's another problem. We shut the engine down. That's another problem. What are we doing fuel-wise? We got a lot of HTP, actually. I probably over-provisioned. We're going to go for an impact, but I would like... Yeah, it's going to have to be a hard impact as well, doesn't it? It has to be really hard on. Even just a flyby would be okay. I'm willing to just do that. Right, we're coming up. Come on. Get me into the sphere of influence. 15. I think we've got enough. We've got enough HTP. I think that's without being said. Right, here we go. Okay. Right. We're going. I'm going to move this down now to normal speed. Just a little bit more. Right, so we need to be 5,000 kilometers. So we'll have to make a decision when we get to 5,000. We're coming in. Right. We're now at 5,000. So the choice now is, do I keep going? An impact. I think we go for it. We go for the impact. Right. Here we go. And in. Done. Sorted. Brilliant. Right. So we are on for impact. We can close that down. The only thing we have now is the electric charge issue, but I don't think that's going to be a problem now. What do we have science-wise on board? We have all these things. What do we need to do to achieve this? We've got 1 minute 40 left. So to do this, we need to impact. Where is it? We've got to impact. Okay. We've got to do a flyby. So we've got to be within 5,000. That's going to trigger first. Then we've got to have a mass of that. So this is, let's see, chip info. Where is it? Surface info? No. Where is it? Where's the stuff that tells me about my vessel info? We currently have a mass of, yeah, we've got 130, so that's good. So we're not going to touch any of the fuel because we should have enough for that. We've got to go below that. We've got to hit the destination is there. Okay. Now we've got 1 minute. So maybe I save this for the next episode. Maybe this isn't important. Hold on, why haven't I got a signal? Oh dear. I do have a transmitter on here, don't I? I did change the transmitter, didn't I? That doesn't look massively high. It is tech level 2 though. It should be okay. Right, so I think in the next episode, we're going to find out if this thing actually hits the moon, and more importantly, if we can get science before it does it. We're going to try and get science as we come in. We're going to try and transmit it as quickly as possible. We should be okay. It's a 5-day journey, interestingly. It's not the 4 days that I predicted. So, yeah, if we'd had an engine failure or anything, we would not be going to the moon. So, from me, until next time, have a great one.